Hello? Is everyone here? Hello everyone. Basically I've just tried to go live and my video was facing the other way. So if anyone's here, please write a comment below. Basically, what I'm going to be talking about today is about my own spiritual awakening and share that with you all. And then basically just to see if anyone has any comments. Hello Emma, how are you? Hello Wendy. Hello. So we're all on, we're all live. I don't know if you've seen my wall in my living room when I pressed live, but I didn't expect that at all. So there you go. It's a first for all. Hello Virginia. Hello Trina. Hello Luan. How are you? You okay? Good to see everyone's here. Oh, brilliant, Emma. Thank you. Hello, Kristen. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, excellent. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Robin. How are you? Hello, Renee. Oh, brilliant. So everyone's on. Excellent. We're looking at 15 viewers up to now anyway, which is all good. I'm absolutely sweating. It's a real... Hello, Jodie. How are you? It's a real muggy evening here over in the UK. Hello, Catalan. How are you? Soulmate. Gwen, Pam. It's going up and up. It's coming on really fine, so that's good. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Hope all is well. How is it in your part of the UK? Is it nice and warm? Okay, cool. So the reason why basically I've decided to do this video was just to bring everyone together and just to start discussing our own spiritual awakenings, because I was divinely guided last year by a lovely friend who done an Akashic record reading for me, and basically what happened is I was guided to come out of the spiritual closet within that reading. And, you know, obviously at the time I was still a little bit coy because obviously, you know, it was the fear of being judged. But I find now basically that it's more uncomfortable not talking about my spiritual journey than keeping it to myself, you know. So if you get what I'm saying. So anyway, a little bit about my spiritual awakening. As you know, I decided to become an angelic Reiki healer last year. And I was waiting, if you'd seen my YouTube channel, I was actually waiting, within that story, I was waiting for a few months for this appointment. And I was basically waking up in the middle of the night by Archangel Raphael. And he told me, you know, at a particular month, something would be happening. So basically, you know, I just thought, you know, what's going to happen? Am I going to start channeling spirit more clearly, etc.? But, you know, what happened is I was basically, you know, taking out my body, and I had some major out of the body experiences. Some not for the faint-hearted, but obviously, you know, looking back on it, it all happened for a reason. It was to basically wake me up of the path I was heading down, what I have been heading down for many, many years. Basically, it was just, you know, it was my wake-up time. But with the spiritual awakening, it was, shall we say, it had such a beautiful moment at the end of it. I came down the stairs and there was a ball of light. As you know, if you've seen my YouTube channel, you'll know. And this ball of light came towards me, and it came towards me quite fast. And I actually said to it, please slow down. But I knew it was a high vibrational spirit. So, and then obviously it started more, as I asked for it to show itself, and it started to morph. It had a blue blazer with brass buttons on, which was my grandfather's favourite jacket when he was going anywhere nice. well, he's went somewhere nice now, so that's probably why he's still got it on. So, but yeah, so, and then obviously things started being presented. Archangel Michael stood in the corner. You know, I just remember an uncle of mine, I felt something around my legs as I was stood in the living room. And I thought, what is that by my legs? I couldn't see, but I felt like my legs were going like jelly. And next thing you know, an old uncle of mine popped up and he'd done like this famous little jig that he used to do. And I was like, wow. And then obviously I decided to sit on the stool. And then I seen this spirit come right past me, and he had a hood, and I knew straight away who it was, and it was Jesus. And he had this gold sparkle band around his hood, and I was over the moon. I was absolutely blown away by it. And he's just so zen, and he showed me his face. And I just burst out crying, basically. It was so beautiful. It was beyond words. So, yeah, so, you know, throughout the day, Archangel Raphael presented himself to me. And he was doing work on my sacral chakra. But I know this is where a lot of my emotional issues laid throughout the years of my shadow that I built up. And they were working on it, and basically that's when, you know, towards the end, I ended up falling asleep on the couch while Raphael was still working on me. And then I woke up and I was like, where is everyone? But Raphael was just pointing up the stairs just to say, come on, go to bed. So I went upstairs, I went to bed, I woke up in the morning, come back down, and there was no one here. But, so that was my spiritual awakening in a nutshell, really. Other stuff happened, but obviously I won't go into it on today's video. So, you know, I've shared my spiritual awakening story, and, you know, it takes a lot of courage to come out and talk about this. So that's why I'm encouraging others to do the same, really. That's the whole point of this video. So, you know, while I'm talking, if this is actually, you know, recapping anyone's memory with any information whatsoever, and you'd like to share it towards the end, please do, you know, with any questions whatsoever. So, well, basically, you know, with this awakening, I would say that a lot of my clairs have come online as well, being activated. And, you know, obviously the clear cognizance is like clear thinking. It's always coming on. It's like, you know, there's things getting put in my head that I just know that in my wildest dreams I could never have thought of it in a million years. So it's like my crown chakra is just completely open, and God and Spirit are just pouring this information through. My clear audience now, I am hearing a lot of high pitch noises. It's a bit like a radio station or TV as well. Even when like something's on the TV, you'll just hear a particular sentence or a line, and you'll go, whoa, and you'll pick up on it, and it's something to do with what's happening in the day or anything. There's like a message hidden in that exact message, so to speak. So, and then obviously the clairvoyance. Hello, everyone's still saying hello. Michelle, how are you? You know, obviously there's with the clairvoyance with myself, it's not strong, but I do see orbs. I see flashes of light, and also I get pictures now and again just planted into my vision. And then obviously the clairsentience, which is what I feel is one of the most beautiful clairs to have. Basically, with me being an angelic Reiki healer, obviously when I'm inviting spirit in, I feel their energies, and I feel it's very important because it's such a beautiful clair to have. Out of all the clairs, to feel spirit, that's your vibe. When you feel a good vibe or a bad vibe, that is very, very, very important. So, Yeah, so obviously clairsentience I feel is like one of the major ones for me. So anyway, would anyone like to share any of their clairs at the moment on what they feel is coming online more so nowadays? Let's see if there's any. I'm just scrolling down now. Thank you, Kellyanne. You're awesome too. And Melissa, I love your accent. Okay, so would anyone like to add to this? Is anyone feel that the last few months that any of the clairs have come online more so? I'm just waiting. But also as well, that another thing as well is it's about your goals as a light worker as well. You know, I always think, where do I want to be in 3 months' time with my light working abilities? As you know, I'm coming on really well with the angelic Reiki this year. It's taken everything by storm, and it's absolutely a beautiful healing modality to have. Jodie's been experienced clear knowing more, and Irma as well. What's that? You still feel like you're waiting to be activated? All in good time, no, Irma. Definitely all in good time. Jodie, yeah, okay. Okay, let's see, Lyra, you have similar claims as myself. That's interesting. I'd love to hear that. It declares. And Gwen, clear audience. Yeah, okay. So Caitlin, your clear knowing has been ramping up lately for you as well. Yeah, I mean, it's such a beautiful thing to be a light worker. You know, I just think it's absolutely the best job in the whole world. I feel that without light working, I just could not have trudged on in the 3D. I mean, some of you that might know me, I've done a hard job most of my life, and I was a truck driver. You know, it's not for the faint-hearted. You know, the money might be good, but the lifestyle, it owns you. And now we're doing this angelic Reiki healing. I'm getting so much from it, not for myself, but I mean, just for seeing people's faces or hearing people's stories, and you know, it's such a beautiful thing. So this is the questions I want to ask you. I've also been doing life coaching as well alongside my angelic Reiki healing, and I want to try and integrate it into being a light worker. So I'm going to ask you, what are your goals as a light worker? What are your goals? It's okay having these abilities, but what are your goals? What would you like to do with them in the next 3 months? You know, I mean, it's just having it in your mind on what you'd like to do. But I mean, have a piece of paper, split it into paragraphs, and write down, what are my goals as a light worker? What would I like to do with my goals? You know, so no matter how small or how big, write them down. And then put next to them what the solutions are in reaching them goals. And then basically, once you've made as many solutions as you can, then basically put a time and a date with your actions. And once you write them down, that's going from the left-hand side of the brain into the right-hand side of the brain. And visualize it. Visualize your goals. Meditate on them. And basically, because we are all the creators and we create what we think, things will manifest. And that's exactly what's happened for me, is visualizing where I want to be. What I've found with the angelic Reiki healing is not just the distance healing I'm doing. I'm actually working with people in my local area now. People who are not even awake spiritually. They're like, they're reading the reviews and they're going, hang on, I'd like to have a healing off Kevin. And now I'm actually going to see because I was working from home, I'm actually going to see a premises. And I'm getting this premises in the next couple of weeks. So, I'm working with spirit every day. And I just think when you work for them up above, you know, I keep hearing in my head, build it and they will come. Build it and they will come. It's like, imagine us being like little fledglings on the nest, you know, and it's time now. We've been light workers for the last couple of years. It's just time for us just to spread our wings and jump off that nest and fly. You know, trust that the angels will grab hold of us. And it's just, I know it's about finding something what sparks our soul, but anything, whether it's art, anything creative, anything that you feel that can shine a bit of light on people's lives, you know, just to basically just use it to shine your light brighter in society. You know, so, I mean, even people who are not, you know, they're just starting to wake up and they're shedding their shadow or whatever it is, you know, you can use the life coaching again. Cut your piece of paper into 4 problems, write them down, write down to the next to the problems what the causes are. Yeah, and then next to the cause, write the solutions, as many solutions as you can, and then next to the solutions, write your actions and put a time and a date of when you're going to set these actions into place. If something gets in the way, set another time and date, and you will find that life will start progressing. I have this saying, and I even made a meme from it, even the smallest of steps in the right direction have mammoth results. And I live by that saying, and I've used it for many, many years, and now it's actually coming to fruition. So it's about, you know, it's about setting our goals as a light worker and deciding it's time to go. And, you know, it really is, it's go time with us all. So anyway, has anyone got any questions that you'd like to ask me about their own spiritual path or awakenings, anything at all? I'm just going to have a swig of water while you're typing away. Okay, let's see. You get ideas in your head about doing readings in your home to help awaken and work through the shadow. That's brilliant. I mean, as light workers, as you know, our job is to transmute the darkness into the light. That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing in order to help Earth ascend. So, brilliant idea. Whatever you're getting, this is like channeled knowledge. You know, the clear cognizance is coming in. This is what the universe, you feel, is telling you what to do. But, you know, that could be the first step on whatever path you're going on, because, you know, I only got involved in the angelic Reiki healing was for self-healing. And wow, lo and behold, I've set up my own business. And, you know, it's like, same saying again, even the smallest of steps in the right direction have mammoth results. Step by step, one foot in front of the other. Before you know it, you look over your shoulder and you go, wow, look how far I've come. And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So well done to you, Emma, brilliant. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's have a look. Excellent. Yeah, that's it. Sending love and light all the way, Michelle. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like you say, Luan, I get what you're saying there. You're waiting to hold on a position and wait to see what your mission is clear. I get that. You know, it is hard going from a 3D job and deciding. I mean, it was easier for me because I was self-employed truck driver. So it was like a no-brainer. The truck driving for me, I had all the time in the world to be networking with other light workers, or speaking or you know, listening to influential YouTube videos or whatever. But it was ideal for me because I had understandable bosses as well. Because I was self-employed, excuse me, I could basically say, look, I need to take this day off and start to work and integrating the angelic Reiki more and fizzing out the truck driving. So, but yeah, I know it's hard. It's not ideal for everyone. But like you say, you know, some people, it's horses for courses. We have a saying, horses for courses. So everyone's different, obviously. Yeah. But there you go, Jody. Does everyone experience a spiritual awakening by seeing angels? I don't see them, but feel them. But this is what I was getting back to earlier about with regards to the healings I was doing. People are experiencing, you know, mini awakenings like yourself, Jody. Jody, you know what you experienced during the healings, love. It was amazing because I shared them with you. And like you say, you know, you feel them around you, but that's your clairsentience, and you know what? That is such a blessing. And spirit will only give you what they feel you can handle at that moment in time. And I think as well, if you put too much emphasis on it and feel like there's too much of a stress there, for me, I felt it in the past, it put a little bit of a block up as well. So I think it's just let go and let the love flow. That's what I'm going to say for that one. So just live in the moment and just, you know, and just roll with it, basically. But yeah, good for you. I mean, Jody, there's a lot of people out there who'd love to feel them. So, you know, it's a good thing. That well done to you, love. Yeah. What is it you feel like you're being pushed? What exactly do you feel you're being pushed to? It is a good question. What's the difference between angelic Reiki healing and UC Reiki healing? Well, the friend who introduced me to angelic Reiki healing, she'd actually done the UC Reiki. Not that I've done UC Reiki myself, but she explained that with the UC, do you have to visualize a symbol? In order, and then you have to choose a particular symbol to then visualize it and heal the person in front of you. But you know, don't quote me on it, but this is what I've been told with the UC Reiki. But other people will probably be able to add to this information. All I can tell you with the angelic Reiki is these healing symbols have actually been embedded into my energy body during my attunement. So basically what happens is with the angelic Reiki healing, I bring in the protection, I do me clear me space, bring in me protection with Big Mike, and then I bring in me healing angel, which is Raphael, and then I call in me ascended masters, and they come into my body, and then obviously I then send a beam of light to whoever I'm healing, and I send these beings down that light. Now what they will do is I will act like a stained glass window, so to speak, in a church, and you see all these different symbols on it. And basically this is how I feel, that they will take whatever symbol they feel, the angels do the work for me, but all I do is anchor the light, and I act as a clear channel to go for them to go to this person. That's why the distance healings are actually quite successful, very successful in fact. But all I do is I anchor the light here on Earth. So I hope that answers your question. Let's have a look. Virginia, yeah. You're having the same awakening at the same time as me. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm very proud of you too. Very lovely soul. Thank you. Yeah. This is Anna. You're still trying to figure it all out. Yeah. I mean, do you know what? When I had my awakening, all I can say is, it took me a while to figure it out. It really did. But you know what? It's like all the jigsaw puzzles can take weeks, months, whatever to come together. Then there will be the epiphany of the aha moment. And, you know, I'm sure then, you know, it's like, it's not knowing the answers now. It's not important. The fact of the matter is, it's just moving forward each day and doing something in each day that you feel that you are helping yourself, like I say, with that little bit of life coaching, you know, with your goals, your solutions and your actions, and just keep moving forward. doing something positive every single day. That's what I feel I've been doing a lot lately, is every couple of days just trying to edge forward with me light working, you know, especially setting up the business, you know, even doing anything from Reiki to learning to channel to, you know, anything at all. I mean, there's a friend of mine watching now, Catalan, and I'd love to learn what she's doing at the minute, which is Akashic record readings. And that's something that I'd love to do, because that's very important as well with regards to healing from our past lives. I'm going to do a video with Catalan actually very shortly in the next week or so. And we're going to discuss more about that, about healing from past lives. And our life, because obviously there was a time me and Catalan have shared many lifetimes together, one including the lifetime of Jesus, and she was my sister in that lifetime. And yeah, so obviously I observed the crucifixion, so I've carried this pain right up to date, and that's why I feel the angelic Reiki healing is very important as well, because we do multi-dimensional and past life healings. So stay tuned for the video next week. It's going to be really interesting. Catalan's going to be having the Akashic records open, and we're going to be discussing in a lot more detail of the lifetimes then, and it's certainly helped me a lot with, because as you know, our souls are ancient, and we carry layer after layer after layer of dense energies. And this lifetime is the lifetime we've got to get rid, you know, in order to help it ascend. So I hope that helps. Oh, thank you. What is it with my accents? It sounds a bit funny. Oh, that's brilliant, Lyra, that you see angels too. That's lovely. Hello, Derek. How are you, mate? Are you all right? Good to see you. Hello there. Oh, your clairsentience, that's a love. Yeah, I'm more so clairsentience as well. But yeah, it's a lovely clair to have, especially when you can feel the high vibrational you know, spirits around you. Okay, what would you love to let go of your 3D job? Okay, right, same thing again. You know, what are your goals? What is it you'd love to do? Do you like to help other people? Is there any other types of jobs that you feel, you know, would be more suited, you know, and look down that line of work? I know it's easier said than done, but, you know, if there's a saying, if you find a job that you love, you'll never work a day of the rest of your life. So, you know, it is, because there is jobs out there that we can do. You can do anything that you put your mind to it. I mean, I've done a complete transition this year. I set my goals out this year, and I've just gone ahead and I've hit the ground running with it, because I've just stayed focused. I mean, I work 60 hours a week as a truck driver. I was going to life coaching, doing angelic Reiki around it, and I was pushing myself. Yeah, you know, I push myself hard, still do, burn myself out sometimes, but I know I'm going to break through that wall, and it's like smashing the biggest ostrich egg you could ever find, and lo and behold, we'll spread our wings at the end of it. So it'll be well worth it. And, you know, obviously the ego's going to get involved as well. You can't do this, you can't do that. Just push it to one side and go, do one, ego. But yeah, but like you say, just set your goals, your solutions, and your actions, and when you're going to put them into place. Okay, let's see. What's anything else? Okay, you're welcome, Gerald. What's this? Okay, feeling the push to work from my home to help others through this earthly experience. Well, that's brilliant. That's really good. So what is it you said you was going to do again? Was that teaching? I can't remember what you actually said, but go with your intuition. You know, our soul is our inner guidance, and You know, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what I say. You know, better to have tried and failed than never have tried at all. That's a good saying. Always remember that. Because the way you got to look at it is, you know, if we don't try, you've got, you know, your fear's won, hasn't it? You know, so you might as well just have a go. That's the way I look at it. Just have a go and keep trying every single day the best you can. Yeah, Derek, well done. Constant expansion. What am I doing in this moment to make my tomorrow a bigger and better future? What am I doing in the now to make my future better? I always say that to myself. What am I doing today? Because the way you got to look at it, all we ever have is the now. You know, we can't say, well, next week I'll do it, because next week comes and you'll be saying next week again. This is just me. I push myself hard. And like you say, you know, we all judge our own selves too much, but I'm kicking myself up the backside more so this year than anyone. So, but I enjoy myself too much as well. You know, as you know, if you've seen my YouTube video on Kevin Morris the Healer, I've described my lifestyle then. I have my reasons behind it all, as we all do. And, but, you know what, I might have had some good times, but, you know, I didn't move anywhere. It was like my life was stood still. I like to, you know, do you know when you're in the flow, you feel that your soul's very, very happy. And that's when you know. I mean, I had like an epiphany. I done a distance healing on a lady who then done the energy exchange and offered me a massage in return. So I went to this massage, and she does all holistic healings. And she said, Kevin, there's a treatment room next door, you know, would you be interested? So I went in and looked at it and I went, wow, you know, and I was like a little bit cautious. And I thought, you know what, that room's going to go, it's right on my doorstep. And I thought, you know what, feel the fear and do it anyway. And I know there's a couple of light workers watching now, and we've all been hearing the same thing, build it and they will come. You've seen the film, that's been resonating in my ears these last couple of weeks. Hello Linda, how are you? Yeah, so here we go. Anyone else? Yeah, and past lives, shadow work, a lot of this, apparently more pieces of the puzzle. Definitely. Yeah, it's, you know, it's a major part and parcel of moving forward. I mean, I'll explain more in the next video I do with Catalan, but in the Akashic record reading, basically, it was Jesus that came to Catalan to give my record reading, and he said, this is why Kevin always puts hardships in every lifetime that he does, because I was still carrying the burden of seeing the crucifixion, because I was not just seeing the crucifixion, I had close proximity with Jesus in that lifetime. So, you know, obviously I just idolized the man. You know, I'll discuss more in more detail, but yeah, Jesus actually says, you know, that's the reason why I put hardships in every lifetime, and it's time to let go. And I meditated on it, and I released this amazing grief within my body. But like I say, I'll discuss that more, but I feel a lot lighter since. So yeah, can't wait to do that with Catalan next week. I really can't. Okay. Oh, right, Lara, Jesus came to your bedside as a 3-year-old girl. Wow, I'd love to hear that story. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, Emma, thank you very much. That's lovely to hear. Just bear with me a second. My mouth's like spitting feathers. There we go. Sorry, I just have to bear with you. Oh, Amanda, Reiki's changed your life too. Oh, brilliant. So what Reiki is it you do, love? Do you do angelic or do you do the UC Reiki? Either Reiki, anything to do with healing. It's having a light working tool. That's what I do now. I look at myself like I've got this tool belt, a light working tool belt, and I am going to add to it. Like Bob the Builder, I don't know if he's not aware of it, but it's like this little puppet with a little tool belt and he goes to work, yeah? So, you know, whether it's Reiki, whether it's life coaching, whether it's QHHT, whatever it is, just that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to town with it. I'm like a sponge. I just want to get, you know, I'd love to be able to regress people. I want to do the Akashic record readings, so life coaching and angelic Reiki is like me two this year, and I'm edging towards the other two, hopefully towards the end of the year. So I'm just going to keep adding to me like working tool belt, and just, you know, the more we add to the light working tool belt, the more we will probably fall away from our 3D jobs as well, and naturally be pushed into light work and you know, we've got to earn a living from it as well. People, please don't be embarrassed of earning a living from light working. I mean, look at myself. How could I be expected to do a 60-hour-a-week job as a truck driver and then coming home doing healings when I'm absolutely physically and mentally drained? I'm not going to be able to help anyone. So please don't feel embarrassed about making money, because it's an energetic exchange. It's not like I'm in it for the money. No, I'm in it because I have an open heart and I want to help people. But I also got to get rid of my 3D job in order to focus 100% on light working. And when you have a gift of being able to light work, you know, at the end of the day, it's like anything. If you go to counselling, you know, it's all about, you know, you've got to go and see these specialists, and that's the way you've got to look at yourself, as a specialist in the line of work that we do. Okay, Virginia, go through the fear. Hello, Deirdre, how are you? Right, okay. Oh, you cried with him too. Oh, you wonder what this is. Well, Lara, yeah, I mean, look, if you feel like you've got a related past life connection with Jesus, I can advise you, go to see Carol Ann. Trust me, go and see her. And it's honestly, it was that reading still lives with me from last summer to today. You know, we're going to discuss in more detail about that during that video. But if you feel there's anything underlying, please go and have an Akashic record reading, and lo and behold, you will understand. And then once you know where you've come from and what you're carrying, you can then work on that in this lifetime to release them dense energies in order to ascend. I don't know if anyone's aware, but as Jesus explained through another medium, and basically what I noticed, what I got from this was, Jesus mentions, imagine ascension like a lotus flower turned upside down in the human body, and every time we release dense energies, a lotus flower petal flicks out with light. So ascension's within, and then we release more dense energies and another spark of light comes on. So always imagine the lotus flower turning upside down and flicking out and putting more light into our bodies as we release these dense energies. So healing from present life and past life is very, very important. Definitely. Right, yeah, Carol Ann Nadal, her name is, do you know what? You're going to have to forgive me here, Carol Ann, but if you're watching, Carol Ann, please just put a little description on the video. I don't know if it's Nadeau, is it, your name? But she's a member of the Intuitive Angels group. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Virginia. It's Carol Ann, actually, Carolane, I think. Carol Ann, if I've got that wrong, you're going to have to forgive me. Yeah. There you go, Kelly. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for backing me there, love. Excellent. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, and light worker tool belt. Exactly. There you go. Brilliant. Okay, Amanda, UC Reiki Master. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter about the label. It's yeah, exactly. It's that's why I said earlier. Yeah, it doesn't matter what tool we use because everyone gets something from whatever modality. So, like you say, you know, we've all variety is the spice of life. Amanda, definitely, it truly is. You know, it's about having different gifts to offer different people, and it's about working together as well, Amanda. You know, I think, do you live up in Scotland or whatever? But you know, if anyone ever come to me and said, "I need someone, a UC Reiki healer," I would refer them to yourself. Do you know things like that? It's about working with each other as a network. You know, like a beacon of light all around the world, and like a net of light all lighting up together, and just networking between each other. Supporting each other is very, very, very important. Hello, Fabiana. How are you? Oh, thank you very much for your kind words. Much appreciated. Yeah. Well, Fabiana, to be fair, the friend to me as well for healing, and she got a lot from it as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Larry, you're looking to get out of the caregiving because it's saying, yeah, it's very important as well to fill up your own love tank as well. You know, basically, self love very important. Self love is really, really important. The healer needs to be healed as well. You know, we've got to fill up our love tanks and basically allow that to overflow and then let it to fill into other people's cups, so to speak. So yeah, do whatever floats your boat as well, basically, definitely. If you feel like something's draining you, then it's time to definitely, you know, think again about what's best for yourself. Okay. Yeah, Catherine. You want to do angelic Reiki? What country are you based in, Catherine? If you private message me, I can try and find out because I'm actually a member of the Angelic Reiki Association as well. So wherever you're based, I can try and do some research and see what's what and see if I can try and point you in the right direction. Angelic Reiki was actually invented in this country about 15 years ago through Kevin Core, who sadly passed away now, and he channeled Archangel Metatron, and he worked together with Metatron to get the modality sorted together, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful modality. I love it. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there, Fabiana. Brilliant. Yeah. You know, I know more than anyone. You know, my 3D job, okay, money was good, but it didn't spark my soul. And this is another thing that I'd like to say as well. Imagine your comfort zone, right? Being about this big, a dot, and you got a circle around it, yeah, your comfort zone. What happens with your comfort zone? You've got to get out of it. So you step out your comfort zone becomes bigger. So just keep feeling the fear and moving out your comfort zone. Before you know it, your comfort zone is massive, you know? So it's about pushing yourself that little bit more. You know, even if you just do it, when I say comfort zone, you're not supposed to feel comfortable edging forward. You know, push yourself a little bit. Test yourself once a week. Just test yourself. Go, you know what? Sod it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Nothing. You know, because obviously you're going to get a yes or you're going to get a no. If you get a yes, you know, you've bonus something. If you get a no, then you've only got what you wouldn't have got anyway if you wouldn't have done anything about it. So push yourselves on a daily basis or weekly at least. And that's not me telling you guys what to do. I'm just saying, you know, it really does. Setting goals works wonders, especially writing it down, because, you know, the analytical side of the brain, you know, it goes in here, but, you know, it's like the subconscious is just going, yeah, whatever, you know, it's just there and it's just back out again. So if you visualize it and put it into the right hand side of the brain, you know, that's when the subconscious sits up and goes, oh, right, yeah, I know now, it's got to happen. And when we visualize the universe, then it's like our thoughts, they're like, you know, they're made up of the same substances, the same electricity of what a lightning is in the thunderclouds, you know. And basically, you know, we're all one with the universe. So when you have a thought, that's the electricity going through your brain, and it sets off a signal to the universe. So try and keep your thoughts positive at all times. You know, our thoughts are like seeds. We can grow flowers or we can grow weeds, basically. So always try and keep your thoughts positive. And it's like, well, how do we do that? Self-love all the time. You know, what are we eating? What's our diet? You know, fitness wise, you know, because as you know, if you're getting plenty of sleep, fresh water, and eating correctly, naturally our moods lift. You know, so then what happens when our moods lift? We start thinking more positive. When we start thinking more positive things start going out to the universe. What happens then? We start creating and manifesting a more positive life in front of us. Yeah, okay. So does anyone have any more questions? Let's have a look. Is it your birthday next month, is it, Virginia? 41st? Wow. Catching up to me. Oh, I'll be wishing you a happy birthday then anyway. Okay. Yeah, the intention is just as important as the modality. It certainly is. You know, you've got to set the intention. It's right, Gerald. Definitely. You know, you've got to really want it as well. Oh, thank you, Deirdre. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the Scottish Islands. Wow, wonderful place, Amanda. It really is. Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely self-love and self-care. Oh, that's brilliant, Fabiana. Sorry, yeah. You're saying your friend got a lot from the healing. It lifted her weight of worrying times and the darkness in her heart with her husband's sickness. Thank you very much for that feedback. I really appreciate that. And you know what? It's like, you know, that sparks my soul when people come back with reviews or testimonies like that. That is why I do it. You know, I have to watch what I eat. I have to watch, obviously, zero toxins, because I act as a clear channel for these angels to do this work. But you know what? I work for them up above. But the reward is like, you know, it's like if you've seen an old lady struggling with the shopping bags and you pick them shopping bags up and you help her across the road, you get that feel-good factor inside. But when we do it, when we help people every day as light workers, we get that feeling 10, 15, 20 times a day. And that's why I do it. It's got nothing to do with anything else, but how, when you focus on service, how much rewarding it really is. Okay. Robin, good question. How do you know if you are being called to do Reiki healing and channeling? How do you feel, Robin? Sit with it. You know, if you don't know, clear the mind and maybe meditate on it. Ask the universe to give you an answer. Or I didn't even know that I wanted to be an angelic Reiki healer. Something just said, oh, that's interesting, that. I'll pick up the phone and I'll do it. Because basically, you know what? I could never have envisaged where I am now doing that course. I never ever thought in a million years I'd be doing this, but I've done it because the thing is, you don't know the people you meet after you've done it. You don't know what else, other doorways open. But it's just having that one aspect on the tool belt, and then obviously you may go into something else. But just sit with it and feel what you feel like you're being drawn to. I hope that helps. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gala. Yeah. Passion. Yeah, I've definitely got passion for it. Oh, I've got a burning passion for the job I do. I love it. But it's gratitude as well. Every single day I am so grateful. I pray to God. Every time I light my candles, I set the intent for the angels, the archangels, ascended masters, the universe, God, everything. I just thank them every single day. Yes, thank you, Fabiana. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Virginia. Yes, Catherine, I did. If you scroll up, love, I explained a little bit. I don't know what time into the video, but I did explain the difference between UC and angelic Reiki. I can send you some information if you want to personal message me after the video or sometime tomorrow, whatever. I'll always send you some information over, not a problem. Yeah, definitely, Amanda. I love that. We are all love, made with love, from love, for love, to love. Yeah, definitely. I love that. I love you too, Rebecca. Thank you. Okay. So, is there anything or anyone would like to ask me a question about any spiritual awakenings or any epiphanies that you've had or anything at all? Because I'm going to be ending this video very shortly. Excellent. Okay, there's a good one, Gerald. You didn't know what Reiki was when you signed up for the training. That's brilliant. You just went along with it because you just heard the word Reiki and your soul probably recognised it and went, oh, yeah, we'll go and have a look at that. I didn't even know what angelic Reiki was. All I knew that it was for healing, and that was it. And I done it to heal myself more than anything. But obviously, the self-healing came along, and then healing others just took to it like a duck to water. So yeah, you knew in your gut. That's what I felt. I knew in my gut. But you know as well, it's about setting the intent in the universe. When you say, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to do, you'd be surprised how many other doorways it opens as well. It's just like, once you set that intent, this is who I am, it just, I mean, I could never have envisaged that I'd be opening up my own business at my own premises as an angelic Reiki healer. If you would have asked me that last year, I wouldn't have had a clue. But it's just the way things have just keep moving forward. When you set the intent and say this is the I am, it certainly opens up other doorways. Thank you, Garland. Much appreciated. Yeah, you're right there, Derek. Healer's path always starts with the self-healing. It certainly does. And like you say, it's good to have a modality like that's what I went into the angelic Reiki for, was for self-healing. And but also as well, who better to help heal someone than someone who's experienced the same pitfalls and same pain as someone coming in to see you. A lot of empathy involved as well. But yeah, getting back to Derek there, you're right. You know, the healer needs to be healed. And but yeah, brilliant quote. Right, okay. Yeah, Garl, I think if you play back, I've just explained about the ascension as well. With releasing dense energies, ascension is within. I explained that a little bit earlier with regards to the lotus flower upside down. Okay. Why should you need an attunement when you are a divine being? Good question. Well, I think it's with regards to setting the intent as well, but basically I could never have done this without the attunement. That's all I'm saying, Iris, and I don't know all the answers to that, but one thing's for sure, it works. When I was attuned, the healings come through me. And like I say, it's about having the symbols embedded into my energy body, whereas when I was born, I wasn't born with them. It was when I chose the free will choice to work with the angelic kingdom, I went to have the attunement, and basically it's like it's setting the commitment to the angelic kingdom, and then that's why I feel it works. But if there's anything you'd like, so I can get more information to you, obviously. Just haven't got enough time today. Yeah, okay, Carla, thank you for that. Right, okay then. So if there's anything else anyone would like to add before I leave, basically, you know, I'd just like to, I hope everyone's, it was basically, you know, just to bring everyone together tonight and just to try and get everyone on the little light working paths with regards to setting your goals, and obviously, you know, using myself as an example, that, you know, I'm still on my path of learning and growing and looking for other avenues to add to me light working tool belt. But I think it's just about us all, about us just stepping into our power now, and yeah, and just seeing what floats our boat and what sparks our souls. So anyway, I'd like to take the opportunity anyway to thank you all for joining me and sharing this lovely video with me, and thank you all very, very much, and hopefully I can do this again soon. But please look out for the next video that I'll be doing with Catalan with regards to the Akashic record reading. Me and Catalan will be discussing in depth about the lifetime with Jesus that me and her had together as siblings. We'll be discussing other things during that video too. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Thank you very, very much. Lots of love and light to you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Good night. God bless.